Hello, everyone. Namaskar. Welcome to yet another session of Indo-Indians with the Brahmakumaris this time. We will have a very mindful and learning experience here with our Brahmakumari sister, Meera Nagananda. And we also have Soni, and we have a whole lot of others who are interested in this wonderful topic. I'd like to first start with introducing Sister Meera. So give me a second while I pick up the Namaskar, welcome to yet. So it's my honor to have Brahmakumari sister Meera with us. She's a global speaker and she is, okay, just a minute. I think I've got something happening here. Yes, she's a revered spiritual mentor, global speaker and senior Raja Yoga instructor at the Brahmakumari Spiritual University. With over 50 years of dedicated service, she is an authority on mind-matter relations, mind management, and spiritual empowerment. Since joining the Brahmakumaris in 1968, after earning Bachelor of Science from Mysore University, Sister Meera has traveled to more than 50 countries, inspiring thousands with thought-provoking lectures on self-development, stress-free living, and holistic well-being. Her work spans government institutions, universities, women's organizations, and international forums. She has played a pivotal role in global peace initiatives, including the Million Minutes of Peace Appeal and Global Cooperation for a Better World, both dedicated to promoting peace and values worldwide. Her insightful talks have been featured at prestigious events like the World Hindu Conference, Holistic Health Conferences, and International Yoga Day programs, with a unique ability to present complex concepts with simplicity and clarity. Sister Meera continues to guide individuals and communities towards peace, clarity, and balance in daily life. So we are indeed very, very thankful and honored to have Sister Meera with us today. Welcome, Sister Meera.
Thank you, and Om Shanti to everyone.
Om Shanti. So, Sister Meera, we are going to ask you some questions in a conversation format, and then we will open it up to question and answers later in the session. So I hope that is okay with you.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. So I was told by Soni that there are so many different topics you speak about, but time management is something that she's really learned a lot from you about time management. And every time you talk about time management, she says, I shake my head and say, oh, this is something I never thought about before. What does time and mindfulness got to do with each other?
See, actually, mind is subtle. You have thoughts, but you you cannot see thoughts. They are already there constantly in our minds. But time is gross. You can see the time moving, time passing. So I was sharing this morning to a group of people that your thoughts, actually your thoughts are very much connected with the time. Some people feel that they always don't have time, enough time. They run out of time. And some people always feel they got a lot of time. They don't know what to do. What is the reason behind this is that when you are thinking too much and too fast, time contracts. And so you don't have controlling power over your mind. So you feel like there is no time. When I am thinking slowly and thinking positive, time expands. So which means that I am able to achieve what I want to achieve, but still I have extra time to spare, to relax. That is the time when I can have mindfulness. For me, mindfulness means to be able to live in the moment, live in the present, and my breathing, my thinking, and my time are moving parallel to each other. And that is why, when we practice this mindfulness exercise in our life, we feel empowered, energized, because all three are aligning with each other: thinking, breathing, and passing of time. And so there is a feeling of energy, there is a feeling of rejuvenation in a way in our life. That's what I feel.
That was very beautifully explained, Sister Meera. You also mentioned about this mindfulness exercise. How can we, each one of us, bring ourselves into a mindful state? Is there, could you share with us? I know it is a lifetime of practice, but is there something that we all can do to be more mindful?
We all can do. First of all, I have to know what is mind. Many of us always connect mind to something separate from the soul. And that is why we always blame the mind. Mind is mischievous, mind is wandering. But in fact, when I begin to realize that mind is not separate from I, the soul, the living energy, mind is the power of thinking of I, the soul. So when I am able to understand this, I can use the power of my mind according to the direction of my choice. For example, if I tell you that mind is like a horse, the nature of the horse is to run wild. But if the reins of the horse is in the hands of the horse rider, he can control the mind and direct the horse. So the same thing, what is missing in our life that we are not able to control our mind is the reins. And we call in Raj Yoga the reins of the mind as the awareness of the self. The true self-awareness is missing. If you ask anyone today, who are you? Immediate answer is, I am so and so. They give the name of the body, the position, whatever. But in fact, that is not my true identity. The self-awareness refers to I, the being, the energy in the body. The moment I realize myself to be that living energy, the reins of the horse is in my hand, so I can direct my mind. So once I am able to choose the thought, my breathing, and my time are automatically becoming aligning with each other. And that is how you feel that you are able to experience relaxation, rejuvenation, empowerment, everything.
Right, Sister Meera. But in today's, you mentioned being a horse and being the horse rider, holding the reins to be in the present. But today, all of us are living in a very fast-paced world. You are a Raja Yoga expert. For you, it is easy. But we are living in a totally connected, we're always on our phone or our computer, or we are talking to somebody, we're crossing the road. How can we cultivate inner peace amongst these?
It doesn't matter who you are, it's a matter of common sense, simple thing that I need to understand. Say, thinking, like thoughts are inevitable. You cannot stop thinking. But thinking is optional. That we should not forget. Thoughts are inevitable. Thinking is optional because we have, apart from the mind, we have another faculty which we call as the intellect. Intellect is the decision-making power. So whatever thought comes in my mind, I can use my intellect to discern and take only that which is necessary at that time and discard the rest. So what is happening today in our world is the intellect of many of us are sleeping. And because the intellect is in a sleeping mood, we are not able to exercise the energy of the intellect. So when we learn meditation, when we understand I am a soul, and soul is made up of three faculties, mind, intellect, and subconscious mind. So then when we practice the awareness of the soul, all these three faculties work in harmony. In fact, what is peace? Peace is actually inner harmony between the three faculties of the soul. Because we are now body conscious, we are thinking ourselves as human. Because of that human consciousness, we are under the influence of negativity like anger, greed, jealousy, all these things. But once I am able to identify myself as the being and practice being consciousness in my life, then the three faculties work together in harmony. I will be at peace with myself. I am at peace with others, and I am at peace with the nature. Peace is not just absence of war. Peace is not just absence of sound. It is a state of mind, a positive state of mind. That is why when people want to ask God, they say, please give me peace of mind. Mind and peace are connected because my thoughts, the quality of thoughts determine my state of mind. And this is why in order to create positive thought in my mind, I have to practice the true self-awareness. I have to identify myself not as a body made out of bones, skeletons, and muscles, but something separate from these five elements. I am a living light, a living being made out of these three faculties. Then your life becomes totally different. You automatically become a spiritual being and begin to experience not as a peace for a moment, but life. Your life becomes a peaceful way of living.
Sister Meera, that was so beautiful. I suddenly feel very like light. You know, when you said you are a being of light, it made me feel very happy. It made me feel like, yes, I can manage more things better. But stress is a part of life. And all of us are stressed. Maybe not you, but most of us are stressed. And stress is a part of biggest challenge that people face today. Could you share a simple, practical technique to manage daily stress?
But first of all, what is stress? What is stress? How do you define stress? See, life on earth is made up of two phases: happiness, sorrow, victory, defeat, pain, and pleasure. So if I have a negative attitude towards life, negative attitude towards a situation, I first of all create a problem. And then I worry about that problem and convert into stress. So I would define stress as a negative attitude towards a situation. So in simple words, I would say my mental and emotional response to people or situation is stress. So it is your choice. Either you can look at a situation as a blessing in disguise, or you can look at a situation as a problem and stuck there. So nobody is giving stress to anyone. We are manufacturing stress and we are distributing stress to others. So the easy method of leading a stress-free life is to change your attitude towards people and situation. Look at the bright side. Look at the positive side of a situation. You will find the solution. So this is why we suggest people that bring into your life the art of positive thinking that works as a medicine to lead a stress-free life.
Very beautifully said, Sister Meera, that we create our own, manufacture our own. We are all stress manufacturing machines. And the moment we start looking at the positive side, at the blessings we have, our stresses will decrease and we can manage life better. Thank you for that beautiful message, Sister Meera. So, leading from that stress, we are all struggling with balancing work, life, personal well being. What advice would you have for creating harmony in life?
See, actually, what is harmony? One of our dadis, defined harmony as harmony. I agree my defeat, the quarrel ends. Actually, what creates disharmony is ego. My ego that brings disharmony in our life. So to, to create a harmonious relationship, first of all, I must create a harmonious personality within myself. They say peace of mind bring world peace. So inner harmony will bring outer unity. So if I have conflict within myself, wherever I go, I will create conflict. So charity begins at home. Let me bring harmony in my personality. Today, you see, your emotions are different, your feelings are different, your memories are different, your thoughts are different. All faculties are totally in conflict with each other. So let me work on leading a life of inner harmony. That is called peace. And in order to create that inner harmony, I have to go back to know who am I. Unless I experiment with this puzzle in my life, I cannot create inner harmony. And unless I create inner harmony, I cannot bring harmony in my family, in my society, in my country, and the world. It all begins with me, So I need to create a harmonious personality. just like you have to practice, if you want to play a harmonium, you cannot do it in one day. You have to take a training to practice harmonium. So same thing, you cannot be part of a orchestra group without practice. So in a society, we are all of variety. If I want to live together where there is variety of nature, sanskaras, so each one of us have to work on ourselves, first of all, to create harmony within ourselves. And when we have worked on ourselves, when we come together as a family, as a society, as a nation, then we will create unity amongst others, and that unity will bring strength and victory wherever we go.
Sister Meera, you make it sound so simple and so easy. When you said that the biggest question is, who am I? It is the biggest question. We lead our lives without even knowing who I am and what I want to achieve. So, in fact, people sometimes go through their entire lives not even figuring out who they are. How do we find out who we are?
So that is the first knowledge God gives us. When he begins to reveal the truth, the first truth that is being revealed by God is to know thyself. That, we are not this human structure. This is only an instrument. I am the living being, Atma, the light in the body. See, as long as the light is in the body has value. The day that soul departs from the body has no value.
Correct.
So a whole day we use the word I and my. So, but when we say mine, it is all connected with the belongingness of the body. But when I say I, ego comes in because I identify myself as this human. I'm a male, I'm a female, I'm a Christian, I'm an Indian. So we identify with the bodily identification. That identification come to me after I was born. When I am in the womb of my mother, I am not a Christian, I am not a Buddhist, I am not an Indian. I don't know who I am. It's only the nomination is given after I came out. And when I leave my body, I go alone as a point of light soul, carrying my karma with me, which determines my future life. So this is why it is very important to think about it. And this is what we give a lot of emphasis in Raja Yoga, to know thyself, practice soul consciousness, have self-realization that will lead into God realization.
So Raja Yoga is a way to discovering who you are. And
Yes.
this is something that we can all practice to learn more about ourselves, realize
Yes.
who we are.
Yes.
So, Sister Meera, if somebody wants to begin their journey towards mindful living today, what is the one small step they should take right now?
Live in the present. Past is past. A future is yet to come. Enjoy living moment by moment. Automatically, your life becomes a present for others. That's enough.
Right.
Automatically, you will begin to make your thoughts automatically positive, and you appreciate your life, and you become an inspiration for other people.
That is very well said, to live in the present because the future is yet to come.
Yeah.
Ibu Meera, Sister Meera, if you allow me, maybe I can open it up to questions from the
Sure.
people.
See, please do that. Yeah.
So, hello everyone. If you have any questions, please raise your hands, or you could even type your questions in the chat box, and you can talk directly to Sister Meera and ask your question if you have any questions.
Yes, most welcome.
Soni, would you like to start?
Yes, thank you, Poonam, and thank you so much, Sister Meera. Sister, maybe you can share with everyone, because like how I have been following Raj Yoga now for over 20 years, but initially also it took us time to understand the concept. And how can we tell the difference whether we are living in the present moment or we are living in the past? Maybe you can explain it more in terms of contentment. It might help.
Actually, the sign of a person who lives in the present is like a child, childlike. Children don't know the future. Children don't know the past. They live in the moment. You become childlike. And that is why everybody likes children. They don't keep anything of the past. They don't know past exists. They don't know future is yet to come. So you enjoy your life like childlike, innocent, pure, clean, and you become one who is loved by everyone. That is why I think they call small children until the age of 5 as Mahatmas. They're innocent about anything. So that is the benefit of living in the present. You become childlike.
Yeah. So because how children, they live in the present moment all the time.
Yeah. They don't have any grudges for anybody. They don't even remember one moment ago what somebody does. They will just mix and move along and enjoy their life. That is why they are always happy.
Yes.
They don't keep anything in the heart. They don't know anything exists.
Very nice. I'm going to ask Vijay Parapati to share a question. Vijay, would you like to unmute and ask a question?
Okay.
Somebody is online. Yes. There's Rini, do you need to ask a question?
Who's there? Yeah.
Okay. I have a message. Vijay, do you have a question? No, it doesn't seem that she has a question. Okay. This is an excellent opportunity to ask Sister Meera if you have any questions. She is a mentor on many topics, and she has been doing a lot about mind matter relations. She's been talking about time management. She also talks about world peace. And if you are looking for any guidance, this is your opportunity to ask her directly.
As people are still thinking about question, one thing I would like to share.
Yes.
What I have been thinking a lot recently is about one particular aspect. And also I'm working on it, and that is the power of gratitude. The power of gratitude, gratefulness in our life. It is a high level energy. Being grateful, having an attitude of gratitude. So ask yourself, how many of you have this attitude of gratitude from the moment you wake up in the morning until you go to bed? Because it is such an energy which tells your progress, attitude is connected with your altitude, your progress in life. What it means to have an attitude of gratitude is being thankful, being grateful to God for what I am, what I have been given. Because the more I have an attitude of gratitude, what I have multiplies by itself. And not only that, you are able to develop humility. You are able to, have self-respect in your life for what you have. And you also share what you have with others instead of having any selfishness for yourself, because you feel that I have been given to distribute to others. And the more you distribute, the more you receive. What I would like to suggest the listeners, maybe next year, as the new year is coming, celebrate year 2025 as an year of gratitude. Every morning, at least wake up saying good morning to God and think of 2 things you are grateful for, and start a book, gratitude book, and put the date and write down the 2 things. If you have more, is okay, but at least 2 things that you are grateful every morning. And then at the end of the month, you read your own gratitude book. You will see the amazing experience you will have in your life. Attitude of gratitude dissolves ego, brings in your life the art of forgiving. Because, and at the same time, you are able to experience contentment in life. This month, Brahmakumaris, we are focusing on the virtue of contentment, being content and making others content. So automatically, when I have an attitude of gratitude, I am so content, because I know there are so many people who don't even have what I have. Why I need wanting. That is why Mahatma Gandhi said once, Mahatma Gandhi always wears 2 pieces of clothes on his body. And somebody asked him, Mahatma Ji, why don't you cover your body fully? Why only you use 2 pieces of clothes? He said, that is all I need. Because if I take more than I need, I am taking somebody else's share. So he said, the world has enough to give everyone what they want, but the world doesn't have enough to fulfill the greed. So when I have an attitude of gratitude, I can easily overcome greed and become generous. And the more generous you become, the more prosperous you will be, because what you give will come back to you in return in multifolds. So I would encourage listeners to celebrate the year next year as a year of giving, an attitude of gratitude towards God, towards people, towards nature, so that you become abundance. Because the secret of abundance is in giving.
I think that was a very powerful message, really powerful message, Sister Meera, on all about the attitude of gratitude, determining your altitude in life, and to make sure that 2025 is the year of gratitude. and your idea about journaling every day about the 2 things that you are grateful for in your daily life. And then at the end of the month to check what all have you been grateful for will develop you into being more generous and more giving person, thereby attracting more abundance in your own life. So I think that's a very, very powerful message. And I thank you so much for your time here today. I would also like to thank Sony for giving us this opportunity to have you here with us at Indo-Indians and to hear.
And I also would like to take this opportunity to invite visitors. We have Raj Yoga centers in Indonesia also. Those of you who would like to contact the centers in Jakarta, Surabaya, Denpasar, please communicate with the respective people, get the address. Everything is free of charge. Try, test, and taste, and then you adopt that in your life.
Right.
So I welcome you to come and try, test, and taste Raj Yoga in your life.
Thank you, Sister Meera. Thank you, Sony, for organizing. Thank you, everyone, for being
Thank
here.
Thank you,
you.
Poonam. Thank